So next, properties of material. So we know that there are many types of properties of material, such as mechanical properties of material, chemical properties of material, magnetic properties of material, and thermal properties of material. But in case of strength of material, we focus only on the mechanical properties of material. So there are number of mechanical properties of material. So among them, we are going to discuss very important mechanical properties. So these are the important mechanical properties of materials, such as strength, stiffness, elasticity, plasticity, ductility, brittleness, malleability, toughness, resilience, fatigue, hardness, and creep. So these are the important types of properties which are mechanical properties. So these 12 properties are the very important properties in case of mechanical properties. So we will discuss one by one. So first property, strength. So what is strength? Strength is the ability of a material to resist external force without break. So what is strength? Strength is defined as the resistance offered by a material to fracture or to break when we are going to apply some load or force or stress. So if a material is resisting when we are applying to load to fracture, then the material property is known as the strength. In simple sense, the ability of a material to resist fracture or resist break when we are going to apply some load or some force or some stress, then the property is known as strength. So this property is a very important in case of design of many mechanical materials. So the strength of brittle material is always higher compared to ductile material. Next, second property is stiffness. So what is stiffness? The ability of a material to resist deformation when load is applied. So if a material does not going to deform when we are going to apply some load or force, then the property is known as deformation, or the opposition offered by a material to deformation is known as stiffness. So what is stiffness? The ability of a material to resist deformation when we are going to load or when we are going to apply some external force, then the property is known as stiffness. So in simple sense, stiffness is the ability of a material to offer resistance when we are going to apply some load. If the material is not easily going to deform, then the property is known as stiffness. So we require the material with higher strength and higher stiffness for many mechanical designing of mechanical components. So the third property, elasticity. So what is elasticity? Elasticity is the ability of a material which will regain its original shape and size when we are removing the applied load. So if I am going to apply some load on a component, and after the removal of load, if the material able to regain its original shape and size, then the property is known as elasticity, and that type of material known as elastic material. So example, a simple rubber band, when you apply load, it elongate. After the removal of load, it regain its original shape and size, then the property is elasticity. So rubber is an elastic material. So next, plasticity. So what is plasticity? Plasticity is the opposite to elasticity. So the ability of a material which do not regain its original size and shape after the removal of load, that type of material is known as plastic material. So if a component is deformed, when we are going to apply some load, it will deform, and after the removal of load, it does not regain its original size and shape. So that type of material is known as plasticity. Next, ductility. So what is ductility? Ductility is the ability of a material which can easily drawn into wires. So if I am going to apply some load on that material, if it form into wires, then the property is known as ductility. So if I pull this component if it form wire shape, then the ability is known as ductility. So in case of drawing wires, or we are going to manufacture wires, the high ductile materials are required. Example, copper, aluminum are the materials with higher ductility which can easily drawn into wires. Next, brittleness. So what is brittleness? Brittleness is the are the materials which break or which fail without deformation or negligible deformation. Example, brick, glass, wood are the brittle material which are going to fail without a deformation or without giving indication. So that type of property is known as brittleness. If a material going to fail without deformation or some little or negligible deformation, then the property is known as brittleness. So example for brittle material are glass, brick and wood material. So next property is malleability. So what is malleability? The ability of a material which can be drawn into sheets. If we are going to apply some load or some force, then which are easily drawn into sheets. So if a material can be converted into sheets, then the property is known as malleability. Again, aluminum and copper are the are the materials with good malleability properties which can easily drawn into sheets. Next, toughness. So what is toughness? So toughness of a material can be defined in various forms. So it is the ability of a material to resist. So it is the ability of a material to resist fracture. So if a material is not easily fractured, then it is known as higher tougher material, or it is also with high impact loads. So what is impact load? So a load with initial velocity, with some velocity, then the load is known as impact load. So the ability of a material to resist fracture when we are going to apply high impact load. So what is impact load? A load with some velocity, or a load with some initial velocity are suddenly applied, then the material property is known as toughness. So next property is resilience. So what is resilience? The ability of a material to absorb energy, to resist shock and impact loads. So whatever the energy created by applying load, that amount of energy has to be absorbed. Those property is known as resilience. So resilience is the ability of a material to absorb energy to resist shock and impact loads. Shock means sudden load and impact load means the load with some initial velocity. So again, there is in resilience we have proof resilience. So what is proof resilience? So the ability of a material to absorb maximum energy. So if the maximum energy is absorbed to resist shock and impact load, then it is known as proof resilience. Next, fatigue. So what is the fatigue? The ability of a material to withstand cyclic loads. So what is cyclic load? So a load in which magnitude varies from higher to lower, or loading and unloading. Those type of load is known as cyclic loading. A load in which magnitude varies from 0 to maximum and again 0. So the ability of a material which withstand against cyclic load is known as fatigue. So next property, hardness. So the ability of a material to resist cut, or resist wear, or resist to scratch, or resist to machinability. So all these properties related to hardness. So hardness can be defined in various terms, such as hardness is the ability of a material which offer resistance to cut, or hardness is also the ability of a material which offer resistance to wear, or resistance to scratch, resistance to machinability, resistance to indentation. So if a material is not going to cut easily, then the material is said to be higher harder, or if a material is not going to wear, then the property is known as the material is very hard, or if we are not able to produce any scratch on the surface of that material, then the material is said to be higher order or machinability. If the material is not machined, it is not easily machined in any machine such as lathe, milling machine, drilling machine, that property is known as hardness, or it is also known as indentation. Indentation means if we are going to hit a material with some steel balls or other material, then the mark will not remain on that surface of the material. So hardness is the ability of a material which offers resistance to cut, wear, scratch, machinability and indentation. Next, creep. So what is creep? It is the property of a material which undergoes slow and permanent deformation. So slow and permanent deformation. So the deformation will take slowly or gradually, which will not sense to which will not be sensed. So it is a slow process which occurs in permanent deformation. So when a material subjected to slow and permanent deformation under the action of their own loads or applied loads, that property is known as creep. Creep also takes place under higher temperature. When a component subjected to higher stress, it will go to slow and permanent deformation. That property is known as creep. So these are the 12 important mechanical properties. Strength, stiffness, elasticity, plasticity, ductility, brittleness, malleability, toughness, resilience, fatigue, hardness and creep. So these are the important mechanical properties.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight,